everybody, it's Victoria with Queer Corner here. There was a couple of people who asked me about my whole coming out process and what that was like. So I thought I would share that with you. So, for me, coming out was, well, I always, like most people, we'll skip that part, you know, I always realized I liked girls, blah, 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 just didn't know what it was. Okay, we got that. Once I was like freshman year in high school, I started to really become open about the possibility and even going through the process of completing the sentence, I like girls. Saying girls instead of boys felt really wrong, really weird, really off-putting. Sophomore year, I was already saying that I wasn't straight. I did identify as lesbian, but I was just like, yeah, I like girls. But then it was the next year, the beginning of the next year, that I was like, and during that summer I was like, okay, I'm a lesbian. I started to come out to like friends that were kind of really closest to me, letting them know. I remember my best friend, I told her last out of all my friends. I told her, she was like, okay, yeah, like, I know. I know. And I was like, okay, like, do you know because you saw it in me, or do you know because somebody told you? And who told you? That's my job. Then I met, at school, another female. We started dating, and she was her first girlfriend. I felt that we, as human beings, only hide things that we are ashamed of, and I wasn't ashamed of that. I was proud of that. And I felt ripped off that other people, straight people, the couples, you know, that they could be over there sucking each other's face or like groping each other, like on each other's laps. And I'm questioning whether or not I feel comfortable holding my girlfriend's hand or giving her a peck, and I could see the injustice in it. So I decided I'm not going to hide, because I'm not going to convey this message that I am ashamed of being gay. It was pretty much like 0 to 60 for me in 2.5 seconds. I don't know if that's fast. I don't know if that's slow. I don't know. But of course there was harassment and stuff like that. Both got it. She had actually got it, like, molested in the hallway by 2 guys. It was a scary situation. She told me about it. She was very frightened. I was very mad. But I never came out to my parents. I never came out to my family. I never told them. I was actually discovered. I had written a letter to my girlfriend, and at that time, and I folded it up, and it had like a little pull tab the way I folded it up, and it was like, pull here. So I hid it. I never gave it to her. And somehow, my older sister knew that letter was there. My own personal private room. I get this call on my friend's phone. It's my mom. My mom's screaming at my friend, telling my friend that I better get my ass home. So my friend's like, it's your mom. I take the phone, I'm like, hello. She's like, you better get the hell home. I can't believe you, you know. You just better have found something. You better come home. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what did she find? Like, what did she find? And I'm not thinking that she found that letter. I go home inside, and it's just dark and ominous. That's the setting of the house. All my siblings are literally like lined up, and there's a lot of us, so they're lined up from like the entryway, living room, kind of going down the hallway too. And I was like, what's going on? I was like, what'd they find? They're just like, you need to go talk to mom. She's in your room. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, where's dad? And he's like, he's in his room. And I go and I listen, and my dad's, it sounds like he's really upset, like he's crying. I never asked him about it, but it sounded like he was really upset. And my brother, my younger brother, he was in his room just like wailing on his cello, just like going crazy, and it was like really emotional. So I was like, what the hell was in my room? I opened the door to my room, and my mom's standing in there, like right by the door. I mean, she's like, I literally have enough room to like walk in and close the door behind me. She's right there, and she's like, how could you? And You know, I asked you, you lied to me. And, she was really mad. She was really upset. She couldn't see me. She couldn't look at me. I was given an ultimatum, and I chose to leave that night. And, it wasn't for very long, but I was told to come back because if I was going to be reported as a runaway, I was under the impression that I wouldn't be able to go to school, and I wouldn't be able to get a high school education, and there goes all my dreams. So I went back. So I was discovered to Hallie. Now things have been completely different. In fact, I was with a partner for quite a while, and before we moved to Utah, we actually stayed in my parents' house as a couple together, under the roof. So that was pivotal. It's great. You guys want to see the love of my life? She's sleeping, but I'm going to get her for you. This is my baby. Yeah. This girl has been with me through thick and thin. Anyways, thank you guys so much for taking the time and watching this. Hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, let me know. If there's a topic that you would like me to cover or something, just put it in the comment box. You know, if you like this video, let me know and put a thumbs up. It'll let me know that it will give me feedback to know where I need to go with this.
He said, "Honey, you've gotten tough, 'cause my tone was curt. Yeah, and when I'm approached in a dark alley, I don't lift my skirt in this city. Self-preservation is a full-time occupation. I'm determined